three solid masses m1, m2 and m3 are connected in succession by a weightless string. Okay, if the mass m3 is dragged with the force T, then the tension between m2 and m3 will be equal to. Now if I connect three masses m1, m2 and m3 in a succession over here, and the m3 is pulled with the force T. Now over here, let us see the forces on the string. So there will be T1 in between the m3 and m2. The same T1 force will be the reaction force for m2. There will be force, there will be tension T2 between m1 and m2. The same T2 will act on this side. Now if I draw the free body diagram for m3, this will be the free body diagram for m3. Now let us assume that this is accelerating with the acceleration a. So m2 will also be accelerated with the acceleration a, and m1 will also be accelerated with the acceleration a. So t minus t1 will be equal to m3 into a. Okay. Now if I draw the free body diagram for m2, this will be the free body diagram. So t1 minus t2 will be equal to m2 into a. Similarly, for the first mass m1, t2 is the only force. So t2 is equal to m1 into a. So T2 will be equal to m1 into a. When I add all of them, minus T1 plus T1 will get cancelled out, minus T2 plus T2 will get cancelled out. So the only term remaining over here will be equal to T, will be equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3 into a. I can take a common. So a over here will be equal to T divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Now I got the value of the acceleration. Now they have asked the tension between the string m2 and m3. So they have asked this tension, that is T1. I have to calculate the value of T1 over here. So I will substitute the value of a at this point. So T minus T1 is equal to m3 into a. Okay, so which is equal to m3 into T divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Okay, so now over here I want to calculate the value of T1. So T1 will be equal to T minus T into m3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. So now I will take T common. It will be equal to 1 minus, when I shift it on the left hand side, it will be equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3 minus m3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3, which is equal to, basically it will be equal to T into m1 plus m2 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Okay, so now it will be equal to m1 plus m2 into T divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3, which is equal to option number C over here.